morning. I would like to present about the contrast and comparison of persuasive technique between a poem and a ad. I would like to start with the poem. So, the poem is named Report to Wordsworth by Boeing Kim Chang. Boy Kim Chang is a Singapore-born Australian poet, and this Wordsworth here is a famous English poet born in the 18th century. So the story of this poem is mainly Boy Kim Chang writing a letter, a message to Wordsworth, and he explains about how nature, Earth has needs of him by using the word you couple times, and yeah, Boy Kim Chang is using different techniques such as personification and metaphor in this letter to make us feel some sentiments. And actually, right here is the personification in red, which where he used she, the word she, to describe the nature. So this personification make us feel sympathy, and different things. And here in green is a metaphor, and the metaphor is in a sky slowing like a dying clock, which make us think about time and how it stops. So like I can see that he explains the words the nature with death everywhere, with pollution and despair. And the second person here, you, used couple times, make us feel guilty because it's quite offensive. It's making us feel guilty and yeah. So these kind of things it's making feel. So right, the key point is the use of second person personification in the metaphor, as I said. Now I would like to go to the ad now. So the ad was created by Greenpeace, which is a really big organization. And in the ad, immediately I can see that in the background they use like soft green colors, like even here. And one more time, I can see that in these words, they are using the words you, like second person one more time. The future is in your hands, right? And what I saw from these words is also awe. I felt awe because there were damaged and shaded words like the nature right now, and it's stylish. It's like made me feel awe. I would like to go to the key point. Sorry, the key points of ad, the ad, and with one more time use of second person, use of green soft colors in the font. Actually, one more time, like the use of second person, make us feel guilty, like the poem. Sorry, and the use of green soft colors. Actually, in psychology, green color make us feel responsible, acceptance, nature, environment, guilt, and these kind of feelings. So it's not it's less offensive than the poem, but making us feel these feelings without actually saying the words or being offensive. And the font is real stylish, is better for the eye, so can attract people's attention and yes, yeah. So actually the font is making helping us feel these different feelings that we can see with the ad. So now I'm moving to the key points of both. So first, audience. So both audience were mainly adults and kids and young adults actually, adults and young adults, teenagers. But the report to Wordsworth was directly to Wordsworth, but indirectly to people who read the poems, like me and the classmates, the teachers who teaches us, adults who read poems, and different persons like this. But the ad was more global because everybody can see an image. Almost everybody. Almost everybody can see an image, and if you're old enough, you can even read the small words there. Like the future is in your hands. It's really easy to read. So the audience for the ad was more global, so more people could see it. Now I would like to go to the purpose. So the purpose of both is to save the environment and get the people moving. Yeah. But report towards us, it is showing what we have done, like pollution in the seas, particularly in the seas, the sky, and everything. And the purpose was mainly making us guilty, about the sea and the sky. And the environment, it was asking us to take care of the environment. Not, they didn't show what we've done, but more like the future is in our hands. We need to do something with it. We need to protect it continuously. So the poem was more offensive than the ad because the ad was more gently, yeah. And the emotional response of both is making us guilty, feel guilty and responsive, yes. But in the reporter Wordsworth, there was fear because of the metaphor, fear of this world ending and everything. So Boy Game Cheng used another way of controlling people by fear. But environment was like more other acceptance and awe. We feel being begged a bit because the future is in our hands. These kind of little message may make us move. Yeah, sorry. And the persuasive techniques of both use second person to attack us, to be offensive a bit, to make us feel guilty and responsiveness. So both use second persons. But the poem used personification, the nature called she, the metaphor like a dime clock. And the advertisement used some colors, like because it's visual, light, soft green color, soft green color, yes, to make us feel responsive and environment, and stylish fonts for owl and kind of artistic way. So the more effective between the advertisement and the poem, for me, is the environment advertisement from the Greenpeace ad. I think this because, like, compared to poems, it is not too offensive. It's more as a gentle kind of thing, more begging. So, yeah, I think it's making us move more than the poem because the poem is often really, as I said, offensive and quite insulting sometimes from views of different people. And for the ad, as I said, it is more global. Much more people will see an ad than a poem. And nowadays, like poem is really not important. Like even me doesn't like read poems. And I see more ads every day than a poem. Actually, I don't even see a poem every day. I see only ads and everything. So I think this ad thing with the Greenpeace ad will work much better. Thank you for listening me, and